You will see.
Are we?
You will see. What a weekend to be a sports fan. This might have been one of the greatest weekends, in, at least in football history. But I mean, I guess we're gonna get popping talking about the Sixers real quick. Once again, we live. You catch on the platform: Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and iTunes. Put that down for me a little bit. That Sixers come away with a scary victory. 115-109 in San Antonio. We made it a little too close for my liking. I think that game was a little too close. But nonetheless, we put out the victory. What's up, Sergeant Bass? Tim, you want to start the hating on Joel Embiid 38 and 12? I know you like to do that.
Incredible tonight.
He was.
I think this was B's best passing game ever. He didn't have a whole lot of passes.
He's getting smarter.
The way he passing the ball.
So what you want to criticize him on that one free throw he missed, Tim? That's what you want to start the hate?
I ain't got nothing to say about Joel today.
Okay. We
probably won't spend a lot of time on Joel on the Sixers game because this was a bad Spurs team. So we went in and we handled our business. What I will say is the Sixers have been road warriors this year. We got a better road record than we do the home record. And a lot of it got to do with Joel Embiid. He having a great year right now.
I will say Embiid is he has definitely entered the MVP, serious consideration for the MVP. He very well might be. Steph has fallen to me early on. He was obviously in the top five, probably number one, number two. Durant's hurt, so him and Steph now. Steph's because he's been slumping, and Durant because he's not playing, have fallen to me down to the maybe outside the top five, and that immediately puts Embiid in there. I'm not sure if I'm ready to say he's number one, but I can't say he's not either. Joel Embiid is balling that hard, that serious. Without Embiid, we have no chance in none of these last couple games that we played.
Yeah,
he stepped up big time. You can see even when San Antonio's making that run in the fourth quarter, 6 minutes left, they had to bring Embiid back into the game, and Embiid was in there to close the game out. Without Embiid, we lose that game easy.
Yeah.
Listen, Maxey, we seen the maturation of Tyrese Maxey too, man.
I agree.
He made big buckets too, and a lot of stuff, especially at the end of the game. But I don't know if everybody noticed. Maybe they did. When Toby tried to throw the game away, he threw a pass behind Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid grabbed it, went down, went to make the layup, and got fouled, hit both buckets. But that could have been terrible. That could have been disaster. But Joel Embiid saved everybody. Grabbed that ball, makes the layup. Listen, he's playing incredible basketball. He's seeing the court. You see the pass to Korkmaz he did?
Yeah, that pass was real nice.
He's seeing the
basket. Nice. Yeah.
I like how he's seeing the court right now. He looks like he's making he's trying to see the court better too. Getting passes where they're supposed to be. He's seeing the cutters when they cutting. Because when you double, somebody's open. When Joel Embiid is double, cut to the basket.
Yeah,
I'll see you get you the ball. Charlie Brown, I think Charlie Brown got something like that tonight too. Charlie Brown court, B seeing the floor good, man.
I agree.
I want to see what happens. Maybe it won't be so close when Shake and Seth come back. But I like to see us really put these bad teams to rest, which seems like we're not struggling. Maybe we won't have the depth. We don't have the depth right now, so I'll leave it at that. Joel putting a lot on his shoulders, and he doing what he's supposed to do. So I can't be mad.
I agree. Go ahead, Juan. Tim, speak your piece.
Oh, no, this was a good game. What I will say is even the young boy, Charlie Brown Jr., he learned some hard lessons the last game. I thought he played a lot better. He was hitting on putbacks that he was missing the other day. So I'm actually going to give him props. He's so young and new to the NBA. We was kind of hard on him the other day because he missed a bunch of layups. But he made most of the layups that he had today. He played very well defensively. He does. I think he does have a future in the NBA. If he just develop a shot or something, he might have like a role as a 9th, 10th player off the bench.
And I agree with you. I mean, I think he's like a poor man Thibault. My father-in-law gave me that reference, and I think there's a lot of truth to that. He's a poor man Thibault, a very poor man Thibault, but nonetheless, he's a poor man Thibault. He gives you some hustle, some energy. I would like to see him like I would like to see Stiebel develop a little bit more offensive game, but sometimes you got what you got. It is what it is. Sergeant Bass, I agree with you. Beat is averaging 15 and 30 since January, but that's my point for being hesitant about where I put him, because that's just since January. The season started in October, November, late October, mid October. I think it actually started a little earlier this year than normal. But I'm not hating. My top five will be, in no particular order, Beat is in the top five. I had Giannis in there. You got to give Donovan Mitchell some consideration, John Morant, and Joker. You got to give him some consideration. LeBron James, even though they're not winning, I keep saying that he's playing incredible. The only thing keeping him from being one or two right now is that the Lakers lose. LeBron's still playing incredible basketball. He just got a bad team around him, so they keep losing it. And I think they lost again today to Miami. So it is what it is. But Joel Embiid is certified in consideration, ain't no question.
Now, let me correct something. I wasn't trying to blame Toby for the bad pass. I just was giving credit for catching the pass and doing something with it. When if he didn't go out and get that pass, they was down 2 at that time. So you never know what could happen. I do like Murray from the Spurs. I do like him. Nice game.
I don't think he's better than Ben though. And I do like him.
Who you talking about?
Like we was
considering Murray, the one, how you say his name? Murray from the Spurs.
Oh yeah, from Murray from Spurs. I like him. He got game.
Considering to trade him for Ben, and I don't know if I would trade him for Ben. He's
Why
good.
Not? So what other prospects do you think that will bring in that for Ben that will be better than him?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying ain't nobody better than him. You might not be able to get, but y'all keep. But this is why I don't believe Ben's value is that high.
Now he said he's not better than Ben, but this is what he's averaging this year: 19, 8, and 8
on a bad team.
I don't care. He's averaging 9. These is Ben numbers. These are better than Ben's numbers.
But Ben did that on a very good team. He's doing that on a bad team. It's like being the tallest midget.
It's even harder. It's harder. So you think it's harder to get 8 assists on a bad team if you don't got nobody that can shoot or score?
That's a good point. Scoring and rebound, you might be able to get on a bad team, but assists, it does take a little extra if you get some 8 assists on a bad spot per game.
He's a natural point guard. I mean,
and that's what we need.
That's definitely what we need.
Like if we were to trade for him, I just think we have to get a lot in return, not just him. We need to get some draft picks. We need to get something else. He has to be the guy. He has to be that guy that put us over the top to get a title. I don't know if that's the case.
Hey Josh, we're gonna talk about that game too.
We definitely want to get in that. Both of them games was on another level. Even though, we'll talk about the Rams and Tampa game, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see what Murray do. I'm still not trusting Murray. I have no faith in Murray until it happens. I honestly think he held on to Ben too long. I think we should have been made a trade. I think Ben's stock is going down. In all my opinion, we'll see what he do. We get a lot of people on here who trust Ben Murray, and for whatever reason, he ain't never do nothing too significant in here yet to earn all this trust. But everybody's saying they trust him because of some deal he made for Steve Francis and some deal he made for Harden when Harden wasn't even Harden yet, and all this, but. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully he do what he's supposed to do. We'll see about.
What about Tim? What you got? What about Court? You like Court's game tonight?
Court played well, but
Court's too streaky, man.
That's what I'm saying. Every once in a while he plays good.
He was 7 for 13, 3 for 5 from 3, 17 points. We needed all 17 of them too.
We did. I agree with that. We definitely did.
I mean,
we definitely needed
a very bad team. Their record is horrible. I think they're like 17 and 20 something, 29. They're not a good team, so we did what we're supposed to do against a bad team.
Hold on. Assassin, I did show. Hold on. See, why just because I don't say he's instantly number one, I'm hating on Joel. I said he shot up in the top 5. I said he probably like 1 or 2 right now. I said this. I said Joel is playing incredible. All I said was he wasn't. I just stated what Embiid is doing. What actually Embiid is Steph right now, their seasons are kind of reversed. What B was playing pretty much, I'm not going to say suspect, but not up to B potential early in the season. he's come to life and he's on a whole new level. Where Steph was playing on a whole new level earlier, now he's falling off. He's averaging probably since January, like 18, 19 points a game or something. So, I mean, it's been a tale of 2 seasons so far for them, and he's definitely overtaken Steph, in my opinion, in the MVP race. I'm not saying he's locked down number 1 MVP right now, because you still got to give Giannis much props. Who's been balling consistently all year. He averaged like 28, probably 13, 14 rebounds. He's shooting well over 50% from the field. Those are incredible numbers. Giannis' numbers is crazy right now, and they winning.
Real quick, Mizzy Miz, before I forget, let me answer Mizzy Miz. Yes, I put that on our group board. When the I think it was Todd Bowles, the Bucs defense, was saying Jalen can't read defenses. I put that on the board. I sent that to Tim. We'll get into that. Let's get through the Sixers points. Hold tight.
Right.
It was probably the best football weekend I ever seen in my life. As far as NFL.
Y'all got anything else to say about this game before we move on?
You better get to that.
Hey, Brad, stop that, Brad Stokes, stop that. I just told y'all Embiid has overtaken Steph in the MVP race. See, but y'all don't know. So y'all hear me talk about Steph a lot, but y'all don't know. Let me let y'all tell a secret y'all don't know. Out of these 4 that you see here, I was the first one about 5 years ago when we drafted B, who was hyping B. I was showing videos about B. Wade was like, he going to be another, he going to keep getting hurt. We ain't never going to see him come to this and all this. Tell me when he play a full season and all this kind of stuff like that. And I was born and no, I'm telling you, Joel Embiid going to be that ball. So way before Wayne was riding with Joel Embiid, way before Tim, way before Eth, I was already there for a long time. So Joel Embiid is my man. I would love to see him win MVP this year. I'm just telling from a fan's point of view what I see. And right now, he has overtaken Steph Curry. He probably is 1 or 2 in the league. Giannis is you got to give Giannis some props. Like, we'll act like Giannis don't exist. I know maybe you got MVP fatigue because he won it twice, but he is a cold-blooded machine. There's no doubt about that. And Embiid is doing his thing.
Joker, too.
I agree.
Joker, too. That night, B had 50. Joker had 49 with a triple-double.
Yeah.
So I know before on here we got Bulls was saying stats. Joker, they was trying to kill Joker, saying he wasn't that good, but he a baller. He a baller.
He having 21 since January. Steph is he off again tonight. He 1 for 10 so far from 3. He beating Utah, but he off big time. But I'm glad Sixers got the win. We need, like Ethan said, we needed every basket that everybody else made, especially Joel Embiid, the up and coming probably MVP.
I want to ask both of y'all something. I want to ask y'all thoughts on something. Doc Rivers, when he was asked about, I'm trying to remember the question. He said, "Do you think?"
The ask was coaching the blame for that loss against.
And he said, "Would you ask?" He said, "Would you ask Pop that question?" He said he feel he deserves not to be asked. I don't feel that way.
He earned the right not to be asked that question.
How do y'all feel? I'm sorry, I spoke out of turn. How do y'all feel about that?
First
of all, how many chips Pop got? Let's just clear.
1.
How many chips Pop got?
I got 5.
Pop.
He got 5.
Pop got 5. Is it 5 of them or 4?
Yeah, he got 5. Because Tim Duncan got 5 championships?
Yeah, he got 5.
Okay.
He got 5. And how many Doc got?
1. Doc went to 2.
I don't care. He has 1. How many does he have?
He has 1.
So he's putting himself on Pop's level.
Steph Curry went to 5, but he only got 3. What that mean?
What I'm saying.
LeBron went to 8 or 9.
you got what you got. Exactly. You got what you got. Doc only got 1.
He has a bunch of coaching wins. He got 1,000 coaching victories and everything.
All right. So the point, what y'all think about Doc's comments?
So Crystal Rich, it was saying, because she replied like it was just a question or something like that. I think that was the one who asked the question, wasn't it Crystal Rich, I think?
I don't think it was her, but she kind of, the media, they all defend. They take
everybody. Okay. She may have retweeted it or whatever off of what said. No, I think it's a legitimate question. I think any coach could be asked that question. Even Pop. Like, at a certain point, you might call a game wrong. Remember when Belichick, a long time ago, he called that play, it was like a 4th and 2 way back in his own like 20-something yard line when he had Brady and all of them, and I think it was against the Colts, and they ended up losing that game. I think it was the Colts, and why can't you question coaching? Like, was that a smart play? I don't care how many championships you got. We asking about what just happened in this game. do you think that you did some bad coaching moves in this game? I think it's a legitimate question for any coach. I don't care who you are. Just like a player, you can ask a player. You could ask LeBron about a bad shot or a bad pass. Do you think that was a smart pass or something at this point in the game? You can ask anybody that. I don't think he's above reproach.
I think you can ask him, but I don't blame Doc for that loss. When you really look at it, the collapse was everybody was involved. We wasn't rebounding. Doc can't make you rebound. He can make you a better rebounder. You are who you are. It was a lot of stuff. People was missing shots.
I don't know, man.
Who would you take out the game?
You're right, Jamar. You're right. The media is
watching Doc and watching his teams, watching Boston collapse, watching the Clippers collapse, watching the Sixers collapse, is only right. You start looking at the one person who was involved in all these collapses is the same person. It's Doc.
I'm not coming at the Doc because this team, the way he's coaching this team, this team really shouldn't be where they are right now. We only 2.5 games out of first place. We had all these issues going on, and he's
doing a great job.
Everything together. And sit down. I'm gonna blame him. We had that was a bad loss. I'm not taking none of it. It was a bad loss. I'm not gonna sit there and blame him for that bad loss.
Okay, you was the same one trying to blame Joel Embiid about the 5 turnovers was his fault when he had 40 points that game. And
you go back and listen.
We talking about Atlanta? We talking about the Atlanta series?
No,
he talking about Clippers game.
I'm talking about even Atlanta series after that. Come on, man.
The Atlanta series wasn't his fault. It was
because you know why? You know why I blame him? Because he wouldn't bench Ben. He wouldn't bench Ben, and Ben kept missing free throws. In the game when Ben couldn't play because he had all these fouls, we won with Maxey. I blame Doc. He got on there instead of, what you want me to do? You want me to bench him? Then he turns around like 2 games later and benches him late in the 4th because he can't hit free throws.
So you contradict. You say he didn't bench him, but he did. He ended up benching him.
He went up there because he should have did it earlier.
He should have did it earlier. And then game 7.
We probably would have won the game.
But game 7, Ben played again, in my opinion, too many minutes. I think Maxey should have got the bulk of the minutes in game 7.
That Ben was
going to have
a colossal.
You saw it coming. It happened since game 4, I think. He started collapsing. But nonetheless, I guess he feel the way he feel. The sports media going to ask what they ask. 6-6. Philadelphia media vicious. Somebody said in the comments he ain't earned that type of credit in Philadelphia. He ain't win no chips here yet. And I kind of agree with that. So
no, the Philadelphia media is trash. They
would come after Pop. They come after Pop if he was here.
At times, and sometimes they ask necessary questions. I'm not mad, but sometimes they can be biased and all that kind of stuff. I agree. And then sometimes they hit it hard. But we are the new media in Philadelphia. Let's get that right. Somebody put me in front of Doc. Let me ask him some questions.
All right, I do have one question. Have y'all seen that Grayson Allen foul before we move to football? That Grayson Allen.
You got to get to this football game, though. This football game.
Real quickly, the Bull he did a flagrant foul on the Bull from Chicago, and the Bull is out now.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he broke his own hand or something.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I just want to know if y'all thought it was a dirty play because
I didn't see the play. He's been dirty since college, so it don't surprise me. What he had
only gave him a 1-game suspension. It was a flagrant 2. They only gave him a 1-game suspension, but he should have got like 5. You ask me.
I got to see it to really speak on it, but it don't surprise me. He had 2 very bad Jones in Duke. Then he had, I think, one earlier in his NBA career that I forget what happened. I can't even remember what happened, to be honest with you. But this is who he is. Yeah. You are who they said you are. Yeah. So that don't surprise me. I got to watch it, though, and we could comment maybe on that. We can show the video maybe real quick so we don't get no copyright infringements and then make a comment on that later.
PA Assassin, I agree. B is carrying a bunch of G League team. I agree.
They are literally G League players.
Joel Embiid has been doing this last month or month and a half is remarkable. And what I like the most is how he's seeing the floor. To me, that's bringing his game to another level. Because you're playing with G League players, but you got to get them their shots because you need them. You need dudes like Court. You know what I mean? You need dudes like Charlie Brown. You need these dudes to get their little buckets so he can help you. So he's playing remarkable, man. I can't even knock him. I nothing I can say to hate on him. Tim can't know how many turnovers he had tonight, Tim.
I'm not. I have nothing.
One turnover. One turnover, one missed free throw, but somehow Tim going to bring that up. Probably if we'd have lost this game, Tim would have brought that up. I'm telling you right now. He'd have hated.
Hold on, but that's my point, right? Character. Do you waste this year of Embiid? Does Morey waste this Embiid?
Oh, we are. And this is my problem. We're gonna wait. He's not gonna make a move by the trade
What's going to
deadline,
happen is
and we're gonna lose to Milwaukee or the Nets in the playoffs.
Ben thinks that he's
Or
going to
Chicago.
get Ben thinks he's going to get the money back when he goes to a new team. But if we hold him,
I'm not asking about Ben. I'm saying, do you sit here and waste this MVP caliber Joel Embiid with no talent?
If you trade Tobias. All right, let's move on. We spent the first 20 minutes talking about the Sixers.
All right, we had two great NFL games today. One was, the Rams did the country a service.
Yeah,
they really did. they really did. They're right now for this week. They're national heroes.
And treasure.
They really are. They defeated. The Rams tried with all they might to get his game away. 4 turnovers. The one before halftime was so crucial that I thought that would have broke the backs of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers if they just scored that touchdown before half. But then they tried to continue to turn the ball over, but fortunately got the win. It was a great game, though.
Yeah, I don't know who Brady sacrificed it, blood sacrifice he did. I don't know who he did who sacrificed his life.
What, dude? Is it just something about you playing against Brady and you start falling apart? How in the world did you just start Cooper? It started with the Cooper Kupp fumble, right? He fumbled.
Mm-hmm.
No, you know what? I'm wrong. It started before half when dude fumbled on the goal.
The fumble happened right before he hit his head on the ground. He fumbled the ball somehow. I ain't never seen a fumble like that in my life.
Me either. Then Cooper Kupp fumbled. Then the dude at the end of the game, he fumbles again. The same running back. I can't think of his name right now.
No. You forgot about the missed snap. Remember they got the fumble from Strip Brady. I think what's his name? Von Miller Strip Brady.
Von Miller,
then the
Brady.
very
got ball
next
right back.
play was a bad snap, but whatchamacallit wasn't even looking, and the snap went right past him. And then Tampa gets that ball back. I said, I can't believe what I'm saying. This job was crazy.
It was, but come back down 27. Was it 27-3? 28-3 last time, wasn't it? I'm sorry. I did not want to see. I was feeling sick. When I thought he was going to win that game, I was feeling sick to my stomach. Way to make it up, though, with Cooper Kupp, man. He dialed up the blitz. That's what they do. That's what Tampa do. They blitz. Ty Bowles dialed up the blitz, and he got burned.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp made a great catch. Nice pass, and that was all she wrote.
Kupp actually came back with 2 ferocious plays in a row. Because remember, before the bomb, he caught the one where he hit the out route. He put the move on one of their corners and caught a nice out route, got down, and then the very next play they sent him up the seam for the touchdown. An incredible play. He had a great year. So I had a feeling he's going to redeem himself. He had a great play. He did his thing.
Let me ask y'all, these quarterbacks.
Jalen Ramsey was a little suspect today.
I don't know what happened with that.
I don't know. I'm not used to him, but he being looking that bad, but he looked terrible.
Cornerback is the hardest position in the NFL to play. It's the hardest position.
He might got one more though.
You playing against the best, the GOAT, possibly the greatest quarterback of all time, and a stud wide receiver, Mike Evans. You ain't gonna hold him down for long, man. You just not. You talking about a quarterback with pinpoint accuracy and a wide receiver that's big, speed, and got hands. You eventually gonna get body sooner or later.
Did they miss AB tonight?
Did you see AB funny too? AB posted he was kind of trolling them after the game.
Listen, Michael Pointer, okay. Hurts did look like Chad. It's one quarterback that Hurts might look better than, and that's Jimmy G.
This Antonio Brown after the game.
I thought that was hilarious. I thought that they definitely could have used AB. He a basket case, man. Like he got mad because I'm telling I'll get this one plug. Tomorrow he gonna be on I Am Athlete. I don't know if any of y'all checked that podcast out with Brandon Marshall and Chad Johnson. And I think Shady McCoy be on there now. The other 2 dudes, Shannon Fry and what's his name, the running back, Fred Teller went to do another one. But he gonna be on that podcast tomorrow, and you gonna get the inside story of how he feels or what happened.
Real quick, let me answer Ella's question. Yeah, I think second round, even with a full team for the Sixers, second round of the playoffs is our max. I don't think we get past that. Teams get better. We'll be playing one of the better teams.
I see Joel. Remember those games that were very close in the second round last year. You have a Joel Embiid now on the team that's playing way better than he did last year. His mid game, and remember last year? Why are we still talking the Sixers anyway? I just realized we're supposed to be in football.
Somebody asked
Somebody said so. No, I missed Jordan Poole. He crossed over Clarkson. I missed that, Phil. But go ahead, Tim. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
I seen Bull dunk on B though. Oh my God.
Yeah,
that was nasty.
When the boy Kuz got one on B.
What's up,
That
Ziggy
was
Marley?
nasty.
Yeah, that was he body beat real nice. But that's the game. Like if you gonna be a rim protector, you're gonna get bodied sooner or later. That's Lonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, all them dudes. You jump in front of the rim, you eventually Mutombo, all them big, Dwight Howard, all them dudes who played at the rim.
Catch you.
Somebody's gonna catch you. They're gonna send either facial or sneak attack is going to happen. But
hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Oh yeah, definitely. I say this: the Rams defense is going to give Jimmy G fits. That line was in Tom Brady grill. Ethan said this earlier, which I kind of agree. And maybe y'all could talk about this in the comment section too. Was it more? I think they gave a little bit too much credit to Tom Brady than for that Tampa defense. That Tampa defense is actually ends. I guess not necessarily. Yeah, it kind of got them back into the game because that fumble, the fumble by Kupp, the two fumbles by the running back is really what set Tampa Bay up in position to even be close to getting that game because that defensive line was in time. He couldn't do nothing with the Rams defense. He really couldn't do nothing with it. The only thing that helped him out was Tampa Bay setting him up with great field position. To be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
Not saying he ain't great. Not saying he ain't great.
Yo, listen. The question. After watching these quarterbacks play.
But we didn't talk about. Let's talk about that game first. The Chiefs.
Before we talk about our quarterback?
Yeah, you got to talk about the other quarterbacks that you saw. The Chiefs-Buffalo game was incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, you talking about elite quarterback level play at its finest. You ain't going to see nothing better. Like them two dudes put on a show for the ages. When it came down to 13 seconds left in the game, there was no way in this world I thought they were going to get back inside field goal range. And in two passes, the Chiefs were set up for a field goal. I mean, two on the money, especially the one that Kelsey, the second pass, on the money in stride, got him down inside the field goal range with hardly no time left, called the timeout with 4 seconds left. Mahomes is the man. He worth every penny that $400 million they give him. Every single dime he worth. He putting people in the seats, he's selling you out, and he's extending your playoff. You're going to be in and around the playoffs the whole time he's your quarterback, especially as long as Andy Reid, the coach, you're going to be in and around the Super Bowl.
Let me just say, I got a mess. We was on the board, and then Ephraim text said game over.
I did.
I was saying the game is not over.
With 13 seconds left.
With 13 seconds left, I said it's not over. He said it's over. That's what he said. And then that's Mahomes did what Mahomes do.
Yo, the cheetah though. The
incredible
cheetah.
Yeah, another
Tyreek Hill. I don't know if y'all know what cheetah is. It's Tyreek Hill.
Oh, they know what cheetah is.
His speed is ridiculous.
We got to
score too fast though. Yeah. But in the way Josh Allen, man, hats off to him. If I was him, I'm going to the locker room and scream. Somebody put on one of our boards, the Bills gave him too much time. I said, he gave him 13 seconds.
I know. How much time?
Are you kidding me?
No, what the Bills did wrong was they should have left the ball inbound, so they had to run a ball a little bit. Took some time off the clock.
They should have pooch kicked it, whatever, or squid kicked it. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
But instead of doing that,
said that from the jump.
So they started with a full 13 seconds, and that's kind of what messed them up. I
said that from the jump. That was the worst play they could have did. It would at least took probably 3 to 4 seconds off the clock.
Easily.
I agree. Easily. The Ethan, are you right? But I think we got to start. And I've been saying this, me personally, I've been saying this about the last 2 years. We got to start reevaluating where we put Cheetah. I don't think Bulls give Cheetah enough props. Every time you hear top wide receivers, you hear people mention Devontae Adams, Hopkins. I mean, all these are certified. I'm not even saying these dudes ain't certified. Boy, Cheetah, he different, man. He that speed and his hands combination And the fact that he's strong and solid. Yes, he like D-Jack on roids. That's who he is.
Yeah.
And the bull got hops. You see that video? I think one of y'all put it to the board or something.
I sent it to the board when he was jumping for the ball.
Bull jumping out the building on top of everything. And he got speed. The boy.
He might be me in my prime.
He one of my. I wouldn't go that far, but he's one of my. He's one of my favorite.
Lose our credibility.
He's one of my favorite receivers in the league. The Bulls are stone cold dog. He a dog, man. I love watching him play. And with Patrick Mahomes, they're gonna do numbers.
Looking at these quarterbacks like the Bengals Titans game. First of all, Tannehill stunk it up. Great weekend now. But do y'all see Hurts? Like looking at these quarterbacks, like especially the game tonight with the Chiefs and the Bills. Can Hurts do y'all have faith from what y'all see now that Hurts can grow to be one of these elite quarterbacks? I don't think he'll ever be an elite quarterback. You would have to surround him with a team like San Fran has Jimmy G.
Shocker here. That's not a shocker to nobody that you hating on Jalen Hurts.
I know, really. And here's the thing. Look, surround Jalen Hurts with the talent that the Chiefs got around Holmes. Give him Tyreek Hill.
You still got to put the ball there.
No, you have to put the ball. Give him Tyreek Hill.
He don't have the arm to give it to Tyreek Hill.
Yes, he does. And Tyreek Hill didn't catch all bombs. He was taking off of screens sometimes.
But still, but the thing is, in order for the fear of Tyreek Hill, you need a quarterback that can throw the ball. No. Because if you don't, they know you're going to underthrow him every time.
And the first year of Josh Allen, he threw for 2,000 yards. The second year, he threw 3,000 yards. And his first year, he threw 3,000 yards. You don't know.
But he had arm talent.
They both threw 3,000 yards.
But they had something Jalen doesn't, which is arm talent. If you have a quarterback that has arm talent, it's something you could work with, right?
I think Jalen
you say, all right, listen, we could work with him. He can't throw every pass. He can't throw from every angle. You see the angles these dudes was throwing? You see the angles these dudes was throwing from?
At this point in his career, he can't throw every pass, but he will get there. It's just
I say this. I say this. If you look at the first round, the round that Jalen went out in, I mean, you had a lot of bad quarterback play. Dak ain't look so good. Kyler Murray ain't look good. You had a lot of dudes go out that didn't look good. Obviously, Jalen was in the mix, didn't look good. Are they better than what they look like? Them other dudes like Dak and Kyler Murray, yeah, I think they better than what they look like. Even the boy from the Patriots, I forget his name. He didn't look that good, and they got waxed by Buffalo. But I think he's a better quarterback than that. But the common denominator,
4 years older than
the common denominator is they're young, except outside of Dak. Dak got more experience than all the guys I mentioned. But the common denominator is they are young players. So I'm willing to give. I do kind of agree. Like the pass that really kind of, I guess, probably opened my eyes more than anything was the one that he could have got to Jalen. What's his name? Devontae Smith in the back of the end zone, and he threw it. And because he didn't throw it with that rifle, he allowed the corner or the safety to come over there and intercept that ball.
But Devontae should have ran out the end zone.
Did he intercept it? I can't even remember what happened.
Mr. Wing, I think Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts came out in the same draft. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but Jalen Hurts is 22 and Joe Burrow is 25. So he still got 3 years of experience of playing college ball and just being old.
I'm willing to give him a chance.
Maybe Jalen Hurts should have stayed in longer.
Jalen Hurts is 22. Joe Burrow is 25 years old.
Maybe Jalen Hurts should have did another year of college then.
Or he could just get that experience of the NFL. There's no experience like playing in the league.
Miz, I think he could get better though, and I think Jamar Albert said the same thing with reading defenses. He may struggle with reading some defenses and not seeing, you're going through your progressions or seeing where the safety's cheating on the left, and you could go to the right and he cheating in the seam, and you go to outside or vice versa. So, I mean, there's going to be some things he could learn and pick up, but I'm willing to give him this coming year. I have to see some growth, though. This is the growth year where you're going to have to see some legitimate growth. Decision-making wise, not even throwing, Jalen's 23, not even throwing the ball, but even with the RPO, like I think he made a lot of bad decisions on keeping the ball versus handing it off, and you got to feel the tempo of the game. You got to run it back who's getting hot, and he got one or two long runs, and then you want to take it out of his hands and you want to run it. It's like, yo, let him eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff like that I think is just smart football play just mentally for your team. and he has to learn that balance. So, and not to put yourself in harm's way, I think he ran the ball too much in my opinion.
Also, you got to keep in mind too that Josh Allen and Andy Reid, they all got veteran head coaches as well. So they've been developed by long-term coaches that has 20 years plus experience coaching in the NFL. We had a first-year coach. They all learned on the job.
We won with a coach for 2 years. We won with
But Doug Peterson has been in the league for 20 years. He was Donovan McNabb's backup, and he played in Green Bay. It's not like he was young. And he was Andy Reid's offensive coordinator. So
that means a lot. That means a lot. I'll give you that 10. I agree with that.
Listen, somebody said we should have kept Jalen as a backup. Somebody said we should have kept Andy Reid. It was time.
No,
it was time for him to go. Sometimes it just, it ran its course. You know what I mean? Good thing is we won our chip. But talent evaluation was better with Andy Reid here. Yes, because I think Andy Reid had more say in the draft.
Wide receiver wise, though.
Remember they drafted Deshaun.
Yeah, they did, and Macklin. But I mean, how many years was he here before that?
Because remember he didn't believe. Remember Andy Reid's philosophies had to change. Remember he didn't believe in drafting receivers. Yeah. Then we had to went and got T.O. That's with the Super Bowl. Then after that, he started drafting receivers.
That's true.
He thought he could win with just throw anybody back there because his scheme was so good.
The worst thing we did was set our franchise back was hire Chip Kelly, but that's neither here nor there. That really set us back a long way.
Some of his players was beneficial for us when we went to the Super Bowl. He drafted a few players that actually helped us out.
We probably drafted him anyway. He got rid of Deshaun and Shady. I ain't like that. I never forgive him for that. Yeah. Never forgive him. Greatest Eagles running back of all time was Shady McCoy.
Never forget.
And he let him go. But all that being said, it's going to be – I don't think the game – I don't know if the game next week or the Super Bowl could top what I saw today. These joints was popping. The NFL won big time. I've been saying that all night on the text board. Even before Shannon Sharp mentioned it, the NFL won big time this week. And you know what that means for NFL is next time they go back to the table with these networks, you know what that means? They go get paid because they put out a great product this week. And that trade
they did.
And you know what I like too? My real quick, the Chiefs Bills game. You know how many penalties they said was in that whole game? It was like 4 or 5. It was under like 6 penalties. I think it was like 4 penalties the whole game. Just let them rock out. I love that. Let them play football. Let them play.
What loss did you enjoy most? The Packers, the Bucs, or the Cowboys this weekend, or from last week?
That's a tough question.
I think I was more mentally vested in seeing Tom Brady lose for some reason. Because for one, Brandon Smith, I wanted to see his heart crumble like a crouton when they when Tampa Bay lost. And and I didn't want to see Brady no more chips. I saw him enough. He earned his stripes. He did, he did his thing. He kudos. Every time you mention Brady, it's gonna be a conversation like LeBron. It's gonna be a conversation whether he the GOAT or not. Some people's undisputed, some people still might say Montana or whatever. But he's in the conversation, if not the GOAT. So he got enough. It was good to see him go home.
Let me answer Herbert. Let me answer Herbert question real. Yeah, we seen Michael Porter. We mentioned that when the coach player saying Jalen can't read defenses. Yeah, yep. I sent that to Tim. But let me answer Herbert. Herbert says something. He said Hurts. Some of his problems are correctable. Herbert, I agree. But he can't. My thing about it is like when you watch these quarterbacks, the Herberts, the Mahomes, the Josh Allens, the Burrows. These dudes when they're on the run, right, and they're getting hit or they're moving, they can throw the ball, not having a feet set, any position, any angle, and the ball will go 40 to 50 yards. This is my only problem with Jalen Hurts. If you notice, all his mechanics has to be right for him to get that ball there. That's my problem with Jalen Hurts.
That's a gross exaggeration.
It's not.
It is.
It's not. Remember, you see when Josh Allen hit the ball wide open, not the last touchdown, but the touchdown before that when ball fell and he hit him back in the end zone.
Yeah.
That was almost like the play that Hurts couldn't get the ball there.
No. What happened was he still was having a high ankle sprain, so he didn't have the mobility that he usually would have in those situations. And I think Devontae Smith should have came out the end zone and helped his man out because it was a scramble play. This was literally a scramble play. All you gotta do, if you see your man coming, all you gotta do is come out the end zone. That's a
no. If you get in the spot, you get open. He got in the spot and he got open.
But he was scrambling. He was just
your quarterback got to get you there though. But he got into a spot and you don't get into an open spot and then move again. You got into an open spot. You got open.
No, you do. You come back. You never heard people come back to the ball.
I mean, you could come back to the route, but I mean that's not.
Just come back to the ball.
For one, you got into the end zone open. You don't come out the end zone after you get open. You will probably already never see nobody do that. I can see you saying maybe you at the 20 to 15, you could come back a little bit. But if you get the end zone or the first down, you don't come back. You don't come back.
If your quarterback is scrambling for his life, I'm gonna make it as easy as possible for him.
Listen, I'm not saying he can't consistently throw them darts, but on that play, his arm suffered. That's all I'm saying. Now, whether or not he can come back to the drawing board and he can make it happen going forward, we're going to see. But the quarterback play that was on display here, especially today, was next level. But once again, I'm not even really trying to compare him to Patrick Mahomes and these other dudes because they're a rare breed. Patrick Mahomes is getting $400 million. How many other quarterbacks you want to see? They probably want Josh Allen. Who knows if he's going to ever even get? He had a great game today, but Patrick Mahomes right now is building an itinerary where he probably going to be trying to challenge Tom Brady for the GOAT.
They said there was 25 points in the final.
Yeah, he got to win a couple more rings.
He got one so far.
He got one. He been to two. Got one, and he trying to get his second one this year. So I mean, we'll see.
25 points in the last minute and 54 seconds.
Yo, that's incredible.
I don't know how you do that,
bro. I couldn't. You could live if you missed. First of all, if you got up to get something to eat, you missed 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
easy. And if you didn't see this game at all, you shouldn't watch football no more because you will never see you. It's like your first crack high. You're gonna be chasing this game for the rest of your life. Now, I never been on it before, but you're gonna be that's they say.
I didn't know about crack.
that's word in the street.
That's word in the street. You'll see how skinny he is.
That's what they said. That's word in the street. This game was, if you missed this game, you gonna be mad. Everybody will be talking about this game all week. This game was crazy. Actually, both these games was incredible. I loved it. But football at its finest. You're a football fan, you enjoyed yourself.
So you got next week between the Bengals and the Chiefs. That's Bengals score a lot too. Good game.
Chiefs defense though, I don't know if the Chiefs could keep up this type of scoring that they had to do today. Their defense is subpar. Without Patrick Mahomes, they probably not even in the playoffs. Their defense played pretty much that suspect all year. Like they make plays here or there, but I don't trust them deep into the playoffs. I think next round, I think they go out in the championship game just because of their defense. Yeah, because their defense. I don't know if their offense can keep it up.
The Bengals are so young. The Bengals are young and inexperienced. I don't know if they're ready for that next step. I still like the Chiefs.
Right. Burrow nice though. Burrow nice.
Chase, yo, that dude Jamar Chase.
Yeah, Higgins, Chase. They got receivers on that team.
And Joe Mixon. I like him too, but I still believe that the Kansas City. They got don't nobody got Mahomes though, or a cheater.
Chiefs. I said Ephraim turned the gate, and no, Ephraim did not turn. But yeah, I mean, listen, I won't be surprised if Chiefs win. They defense just be out. They gotta tighten that defense up. But I definitely think Rams is beating 49ers. I don't think 49ers is beating San Fran. I mean, I don't think the 49ers are beating the Rams. I don't see that.
I don't think they can. Listen, that's Deebo Samuel.
He a beast.
Oh my goodness.
He got hurt though. I think he got banged up.
No, he ran off the field. He ran off the field. He was good. Like he ran, he was celebrating at the end, jumping and running. So I think
he got real disrespected by the Eagles because I'm hearing that's what they was hoping Rieger would be.
Stop. That's not even.
They
close.
almost built the same though. If you look at it.
This ain't the same.
Rieger's solid. It ain't there. No,
this ain't the same.
They keep trying to keep doing them dumb end arounds to Rieger.
Will.
Did he ever get a yard on the end arounds?
No,
I don't
all year. I don't think.
I don't think he got 1 yard. None of the plays were.
He's not a quick dude. He's not like Cheetah could stop and start very fast. Rieger's a straight line speed runner. Like if he get his speed up, I think he could probably challenge most dudes in the foot race on a straight line. When it comes to stopping and starting, that's not him.
I'm talking about dude. I ain't talking about NFL dudes. He'll probably challenge dudes on the street.
No, I think he's fast. I do
NFL
think he's
smoking.
No, I think he's fast. I think Rieger has very good straight line speed. I just think quickness and stop and starting is a different type beast. It's that quick twitch muscle he misses.
This is the one thing. He don't run good routes, or he don't get away from nobody because he don't get away from nobody.
What the Eagles did wrong is they shouldn't have him doing two things if he can't do one thing right. They should just have him either be the receiver or returnman. The fact that they got him doing both, he just unfocused. Charlie M. What did I say about? I said you can't. I didn't say you couldn't be a fan of another team. I said wherever city you born and raised in, that's the city you have to like before they sports team. It's your birthright. If you born in Philly, Eagles 6 of your basketball fan, Eagles 6 of your team. Now you can have other teams you like and you enjoy. What other players you enjoy watching them play and all that kind of stuff like that. But your loyalty is to your birthright first. It don't go past that. That's it. There's no other. You can't tell me. There's no other explanation for that. Wherever you was born and raised is where your squad should be. Can I get an amen? No, you accurate about that.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. But should be a good weekend next weekend. Championship games is lined up nice.
Oh yeah.
It's good to have championship game without Brady in there. Ooh, I can enjoy it.
Oh, Golden State won by 2 against Utah.
Oh, they pulled it out?
Yeah.
What Steph ended up having? He stunk it up throughout the rest of the game still?
I'm not looking at the box score.
Okay, I got to check my man's stats out and see what he did.
The final. But no.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to wrap this thing up.
Yeah, 49ers win it all, Ms. said. I don't see that. But who y'all picks? Everybody picks in the chat. And what's y'all picks? Who winning it all, you think, if you had to pick somebody right now?
I got Kansas City.
I got the Rams.
I got the Rams.
The Rams defense is nice. They made
Kansas City defense too shot. They're gonna be all over Mahomes.
Yeah,
remember how the Bucs was all over? Unless they could do. Remember how the Bucs was all over homeboy last year?
They got their offensive line back. Last year they didn't have no offense. Both of their offensive tackles, I think, was missing. This year's a little different. I believe in Kansas City. I like Andy Reid offense over their defense. Even though see that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard because
Aaron Donald. They got Donald. They got
Von Miller.
They got a nice bull. Who's the other bull? Fletcher. They got nice bulls on the line.
Yeah, they do. They got ballers and they got solid secondary.
Ramsey back there. That nice
team. Which team was trying to get Fletcher Cox to? Who was that? Was it the Rams too?
Hey, PA, could somebody tell PA Assassin, please, all y'all in the chat. I agree with Mr. Wing. Mr. Wing said poor parenting when you got cats that follow other teams. PA Assassin says, Ephraim, who made up this rule and what book is it in? It's man law. You open a man law book. You should have one. If you don't have one, that's the problem. If you don't know what this book is, then you got
either call your old head or your pop and get the book.
Somebody did something wrong. That's what Mr. Wing was talking about, this bad parenting that you don't have the book in the first place. It's on page 26 under section 8 in the book. Go get the book and come back to me and tell me I'm wrong.
All right, y'all. Please tell us what you think. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the notification button. We'll see y'all in our next